Hi everyone. Today we are studying more equations, formulas, and functions. And our focus for today is changing the subject of the formula. Before I go ahead with changing the subject to the formula, let's go on finding the value of x over here. It is very easy. The first one, when I say x plus 71 is equal to 97, if I want to find the value of x, I will minus 71 from both the sides. You have to do it on the calculator. So let's do this on the calculator. So if you're minusing 71 from both the sides, this 71 and 71 would go away. And what you are left with? 97 minus 71. You're going to get 26. So your x is equal to 26. Your first one, x is equal to 26. Take the next one, the B one. I have x minus 18 equal to 27. If I change them, I have to find the value of x. I will add 18 on both the sides. So what I get is 27 plus 18. So my x is equal to 45, the B1. Let's take the C1. I have 3x minus 12 equal to 33. It is always suggested that you pause the video, try to do things yourself. If you do not get, you come back. So what will I do is I will plus 12 on both the sides. So what I am left with, 3x is equal to 45. Now I will divide both the sides by 3. So I'm left with x is equal to 15. So the C part is x is equal to 15. Let's go ahead. Oh, x is equal to 7. 45, 33 plus 12. 45 divided by 3. X is equal to 15. This is not x equal to 7. It is x equal to 15. Let's go ahead. So now we are going to study, our focus topic is how do I change the subject of the formula. Okay, so you have to, when you see the question, you have to analyze what is the subject. Subject is something that always appears once. Okay, so that means whatever you want to make it, the subject should appear once and the remaining things would go on the other side. Now, if you're given that C is equal to AX plus B, find X. How would you do that? That means they want X to be the subject. What will you do? You will first put minus B on both the sides. So this will become AX plus B and minus B. The B would go. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to divide both the sides by X. If I'm dividing both the sides by X, so this is going to be, I'm going to divide it by A. So this will be C minus B over A is equal to X, and I get the value of X. I'll give you another example. You can try and solve it. So you're given that M is equal to half X plus Y, and we want you to solve this for X. Since I have to solve this for X, that means I want my X to be the subject. If I want the X to be the subject, that means I want X to be at one place and everything else on the other side. How would I do it? This is given divide by 2. So what I can do is I can first multiply both the sides by 2. Whatever I am going to do, I will do it on both the sides. So my 2m is going to become x plus y. Now what I can do is I can remove y from both the sides. So what I'm left with is 2m minus y is equal to x, and I have solved this for x. Take another example. You have a question, v is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, what is your subject over here? Your subject over here is v. Because v is appearing once and it is equated, I'm giving you change the subject to h. Pause the video, try to solve yourself, and then come back. Now, if you see over here, you have to make V your subject. Your V is the subject, you have to make the subject to H. Now, if you want to make the subject to H, that means H has to be at one place. If H has to be at one place, what will I do? I will first write the equation pi r square h. H has to be at one place. So I need to get rid of other things that are close to h. So I will multiply everything by 3. If I multiply everything by 3, this would become 3v is equal to pi r square h. Now I don't need this pi r square over here, which is over here. So what I am going to do, if I don't need something in multiplication, I need to divide. So I will divide. Divide both the sides by pi r square h. Divide by pi r square h. So I'm going to get 3v pi r square, not h. This will become equal to h. So subject has to be to the left. So subject is left to the left. So this becomes h is equal to v, 3v pi r square. You need to understand this properly and do it. Now one sum for you to try. Okay, try this sum and make y is the subject over here. Make the subject to x. Now, if you see, this is subject raised to the power. What is our subject over here? Our subject over here is y. And what do you want as a subject? You want to make x as a subject. That means x should be shifted to the left. The entire equation, if you see, is raised to the power. Root means it is raised to half. If I want to avoid the roots, I need to square it. Okay, so if I square the root, I will get rid of it. But first, I do not want the p. So I will subtract p from both the sides. I'm going to minus p from both the sides. So what I'm left is that y minus p is equal to root of r over x. Now what we can do? I can square both the sides. So I will square both the sides. So if I'm squaring both the sides, what I'm left with is y minus p the whole square. If I square the square root, I will be left with r by x. Now I don't need this x over here in the bottom. So I will multiply by x. I'll multiply both the sides by x. So this will become x y minus p the whole square is equal to r. I want to make the subject what? X. The subject should be x. That means x should be at one place and it should be at the left. So I am going to divide this by y minus p the whole square. I don't need this, right? So this will become x is equal to r divided by y minus p the whole square. So the subject was y initially and I have made the subject to x. That means I have kept x to my left. Now there is a short question for you. Make y the subject of this question. This is the question for you. Pause the video, try to do it yourself, and then come back. I want to make y the subject. How do I make y the subject? Y has to be on one side, and this is in brackets. So what I will do is I will first open the bracket. So this will become 3y plus 3 to the 6x minus 3. This will become x plus 5y. I need y to be the subject. That means I want y to be on one side. Okay. Now, if I want y to be on one side, I will remove everything else. First, I can remove the x. I will remove the x, so I will do minus x minus x. So this will become 3y. 6x minus x will become 5x minus 3 is equal to 5y. Now what will I do? I'll get rid of this 3. So I will add the 3 on both the sides. Or I'll let me make y alone first. Y on one side. So if I want to make y on one side, I will remove this 3y from here. So if I'm removing 3y minus 3y and minus 3y, I am going to be left with 5x minus 3 is equal to 2y. Now what will I do? I need y, only y. I don't need this 2. So I will divide both the sides by 2. So this will become 5x minus 3 upon 2 is equal to y. I need the subject on my left. So if I need the subject on my left, what will I do? This will become y is equal to 5x minus 3 divided by 2. Now this is the exercise which is there in your textbook. You want to make x the subject. So I want you to try doing question number 1 and question number 2 and then come back to me. Okay? Try it, pause the video, try and then come back. Make x the subject. I'll take the first sum. I hope you have tried and then you have come to me. Now, since you have to make x the subject, I need x on one side. So I will remove BP from here. So I will minus the BP. So it will become M minus BP is equal to x. X has to be the subject. So x will be to the left. The next sum, n is equal to PR minus x. I need x to be the subject. So what will I do? I will first remove the PR from here. So I will minus PR. So it will become n minus PR is equal to minus x. Now I need x in the positive form. So what will I do? I will multiply with minus 1. So the signs over here would change. So it will become minus n plus PR is equal to x. X is to be the subject. So x will be on the left. So x will be PR plus, PR minus n. See, I have 4x is equal to m. I don't need this 4. So I will divide both the sides by 4. So x will become m by 4. Let's take the d1. Ax square minus b is equal to c. I want x to be the subject. So I will first remove the b. So it will become ax square is equal to c plus b. I will add both the sides with b. I will add both the sides by b. Now I don't need this a. So I will divide everything by a. So x square will be c plus b divided by a. Now I need only one x. So I am going to divide by x. So this will be x is equal to c plus b. I need one x, so I can also do the root of x. So root x will be c plus b by a into the root. I have done 4 sums for you. 4 sums you have to do. Try E, F, G, H. I'll come back to you. E, you have to make X the subject. So you will minus C from both the places. What you're going to left with is D minus 2B minus C is equal to mx. Then you're going to divide by m at both the places. So you're going to left with D minus 2B minus C divided by m is equal to x. Now x has to be the subject, so x must be on the left and the remaining things towards your left. Right. So this will be the solution for this one. Now try the F1. Your F sum is x is equal to y by 3b. What you're going to do is just multiply by y on both sides. So you're left with x is equal to 3b by g. I want to make x my subject. So x should be on the left and on the top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply both the sides by x. So this is going to be mx is equal to p. Now divide by m. So x is equal to p divided by m. To the next one, h. I need x over here. N will go on top, m will come on down. So it will be np over m. You want me to do it again for you? Now, this is the answer for H, I, and J. These are very easy ones. Now here, you need to solve for X. There's a bracket. Whenever there is a bracket, you need to open the brackets, expand the brackets. And since you want x as a subject, x should be on your left at one place. I'll take the first one. It is m is equal to 3x plus y. So first open the brackets. So 3 will be multiplied by both. So it is going to be 3x plus 3y. Now I do not need this 3y over here, so I will minus the 3y. So m minus 3y is equal to 3x. I don't need this 3 over here on top, so I'm going to divide by 3. So m minus 3y over 3 is equal to x. So I would say x is equal to m minus 3y over 3. It's very easy. The marking scheme is also being given down. Now what you have to do is you have to try P to F. I'm going to do the F1 for you. Then you can try the remaining sums. Check with the answers down. Worksheet is there on the website. A is equal to pi r 2r minus x. First you multiply the brackets and you're going to solve for x. Instead of multiplying the brackets, you can also, there is another way. I'm going to divide both the sides by pi r. So this becomes a by pi r is equal to 2r minus x. Now since I need x on both the sides, I'm going to add x. So it will become a by pi r plus x is equal to 2r. Now x can be on the left. I will minus both the sides by a by pi r. I will minus a by pi r from both the sides. So what I am left with is x is equal to 2r minus a by pi r. This is another way if you do not want to expand your brackets. I'll do another sum where you don't expand the brackets, the C1. Y is equal to 3x minus 5. I want to make x a subject. So first I will divide by 3. So this becomes y by 3 is equal to x minus 5. Now I don't need this 5 over here. So I will add 5. This will go away. So I am left with x is equal to y by 3 plus 5. This is your answer. So you can try, and after trying, you will go down very bottom, you will find the marking scheme for this. Now here is another question. Express E is equal to mc square in terms of m. That means I want m to be the subject. Nothing. I'm going to divide both the sides by c square. So I will have E by c square is equal to m. Express this in terms of r. It means that I want r to be the subject. Nothing, if I want r to be the subject, r has to be left alone. If r has to be left alone, this 100 I will multiply on both the sides. So it will be PRT. Now I don't want this P and I don't want this T. So I into 100 divided by PT would become my R. Subject on the left. So R is equal to 100I over PT. Now I am done with the topic sub. We will try the remaining sums. Here are the answers for it. And I'll take you to the past paper questions. Now your past paper question tells you, this is a past paper question. It says, rearrange this formula to make M the subject. Your subject should be changed to M. If I want to change my subject to M, what will I do? It is P plus P is equal to K plus M over M. So first I will multiply both the sides by M. Okay. I will multiply both the sides by M. So this becomes Pm is equal to K plus M. Now I don't need this K over here. I want M to be separated. So what will I do? I don't want M. So what I can do is think. Should I minus the M from both the places? Yes, you can minus the M. So I will minus M and I will minus M. So I'm left with Pm minus M is equal to K. But now I need only M to be there. Oh, this is very confusing. Let's do it again. This is P is equal to K plus M over M. First I need to multiply both the sides by M. So this is going to become Pm is equal to K plus M. I don't want the M to be, I want M at one places. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide by P. So this will be M is equal to K plus M by P. I'm going to give this P to both the things. So I will multiply both the sides by P. If I multiply, I'll get the same thing. So we are still struggling. So what I will do when there are sums like this, you can factorize. The question is P is equal to K plus M over M. First I multiply by M, that is correct. So it would become Pm is equal to K plus M. Now I will get all the M's together. So I will minus the M. So this will become Pm minus M is equal to K. Now I will factorize this. At both the places, M is common. So I will write M over here. So this will become P. Whatever is common, I will bring out. What is left, I put inside the brackets. Here nothing is left, so I will write 1 is equal to K. Now I've achieved by making M single. Now what will I do? I will divide both the sides by P minus 1. So my M is going to be K divided by P minus 1. Please note over here, you get 1 mark for multiplying or dividing by M correctly. Okay? Correctly factorizing with M will give you another mark. Then correct division and 1 mark for your final answer. So this was for 4 marks. Let's take another question. It's again a past paper question that has come in May, June 19. Make X the subject. Make X the subject of the formula. X is just the subject. That means I need to get my X on one side. I see no option, but first I have to get rid of this Y. So my question is X is equal to 3 plus X over Y. I'll multiply both the sides by Y. So what I will be left with will be XY is equal to 3 plus X. Now get all the X's together. So I will minus this X from both the places. So I will be left with xy minus x is equal to 3. Now what will I do? I will factorize for x. If I'm factorizing for x, in both this, x is common. So I will remove the x. Whatever is left would be inside the bracket. Over here, you are left with y. And over here, you are left with nothing. So you will write 1 is equal to 3. Now I don't need this y minus 1. So I'm going to divide by y minus 1. So my x will be 3 divided by y minus 1. So you get 1 marks for factorizing, 1 mark for dividing, 1 mark for writing the final answer. Your next question, make m the subject of the formula. So first I will get rid of this denominator. So I will write this question over here as it is. I'll multiply both the sides by 2 minus m. So 2 minus m and 2 minus m. So what I'm left with is x 2 minus m is equal to 3m. Now I'll try to open the brackets. So it will become 2x minus xm is equal to 3m. I want to make m the subject of the formula. That means I need m on one side. No problem. I need m on one side. So I will add both the sides by xm. So what I get is 2x is equal to 3m minus xm. Since I need m to be the subject of the formula, so m has to be on one side. Now what I can do is I can factorize over here. I can see m is common. So I will remove m over here. Whatever is left will be inside the brackets. So it's 3 minus x. I've achieved m. I can get it on the left. So this will become m 3 minus x is equal to 2x. So m will be 2x over 3 minus x. I have to add xm. So I have to add xm. So it will be m over is equal to 2x over 3 plus x. Now this is your final test. You have to rearrange the formula. The formula is P is equal to 5a minus 1 by B. And you have to give A in terms of B and P. When they say give A in terms of B and P, that means I want A to be the subject. If I want A to be the subject, that means A should be at one side. I don't need this minus 1 by B over here. So I will add on both the sides by 1 by B. So this will go away. Is equal to 5A. I need A to be the subject. So this I'll put in brackets. I don't need the 5 over here. So I will divide both the sides by 5. So this will be P plus 1 by B. If I'm dividing by 5, that means I'm putting 1 by 5. And here if I'm dividing by 5, this will be A. So I have put A in terms of B and P. They say A in terms of B and P. That means I wanted A to be my subject. Now you should be able to do these questions. If you're not able to do these questions, you should go back to the video, try and do everything that is taught, test yourself for these 4 questions, and evaluate yourselves. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 questions, and here are the answers. You want to make Y as the subject. So we are completed with changing the subject. Changing the subject means expressing that terms in terms of the other letters.